Why does your cat walk on you at night, and why is it not actually about you? Most owners think it is a sign of affection or a cry for attention. It is not that simple. What your cat is doing has a clear purpose, one that comes from instincts far older than life indoors. Today, we will uncover what drives that behavior and how to change it without damaging the trust your cat has in you. 1. Reinforcement history. Do you remember the first time your cat walked across you at night and you reacted? Maybe you reached out and stroked them. Maybe you spoke softly, or even got up to check what they wanted. In that moment, you did more than respond. You rewarded the behavior. Cats learn fast. If a single action earns a result they like, they will repeat it. And if it works twice, it becomes part of their routine. Even a reaction you think is neutral, such as shifting in bed or mumbling a few words, can be interpreted as acknowledgement. In their mind, they have your attention, and that is a form of reward. 2 responses strengthen the pattern more than anything else. The first is feeding after the night walk. Even if you only did it once because they seemed hungry, the lesson is locked in. The second is play or prolonged petting. You may think you are comforting them, but from their perspective, the night walk has become a way to start an enjoyable interaction. 2. The colony scent refresh. Have you ever noticed your cat brushing lightly against you or stepping directly over your body without stopping? It might feel like an interruption, but to your cat, it is part of maintaining the shared scent that defines your home as safe. In multi-cat households, this is done between cats as a social glue. In a home with only one cat, you become the other member of the colony, and you are included in the ritual. When your cat walks across you at night, they are not always seeking warmth or attention. Their paws and fur carry scent from other parts of the home. Passing over you transfers those scents and picks up yours in return. This blending is a quiet way of saying, "You belong here." Cats often do this more during the night because that is when the house is still. Without daytime activity to spread scent naturally, they take an active role in keeping the mix familiar. The behavior can be more frequent if you have introduced new furniture, washed bedding, or brought home scents from outside. And hey, before we move to the next one, make sure to hit like and subscribe so we can get this video to more people who love their cats as much as you do. 3. Territory patrol logic. Why does your cat's night walk often feel like it happens on a schedule? It is because cats are natural patrol animals. In the wild, night is the prime time to check boundaries. They move through a set route, scanning for changes, marking key spots, and making sure no intruders have entered. Your bedroom, whether you realize it or not, is part of that route. The doorway, the bed, and even the window ledge become checkpoints. If you sleep with your feet toward the door, you may be lying across one of the most important parts of their patrol path. Stepping over you is not personal, it is practical. External triggers can shift this timing. A car door outside, the sound of another pet moving in the house, or a change in outdoor lighting can make them patrol earlier or more often. Some cats also adjust their routes seasonally, especially if daylight hours or outside noises change. 4. Temperature and pressure seeking. Have you ever noticed your cat choosing to walk or sit on you more during colder nights? Sometimes the reason is not about patrols or scent at all, it is about comfort. Your body gives off steady heat, and the layers of bedding create warm zones that they can map out over time. Cats are also drawn to gentle, consistent pressure. It can help them feel grounded, much like weighted blankets do for people. Passing over you might not just be a path, it could be a way to pause briefly in a spot that feels secure. Some will even linger at a particular place on your body because the contour and warmth are exactly what they want at that moment. Changes in your bedding can alter this. Thicker blankets, different fabrics, or a new mattress can shift where the warmth collects and how firm the surface feels. If you have noticed them stepping in new spots or pausing longer than usual, it could be a reaction to those changes. 5. The route, not the person. What if your cat's night walk over you has nothing to do with you at all? In many cases, you are simply part of the shortest path between 2 important points in their nighttime world. It might be the route from the bedroom door to a favored perch, from the window to a feeding station, or from one resting place to another. Cats are efficient movers. If a straight line happens to go over your body, they will take it. It saves time and energy, and unless you discourage it, they have no reason to find another way. In their mind, your body is just part of the landscape, like a log they would cross in a garden. This explains why some cats step lightly while others march with full weight. They are not thinking about your comfort. They are thinking about getting from point A to point B. 6. The bed map that redirects. Remember earlier when we talked about stopping the habit without breaking trust? This is where that small, deliberate change comes in. Cats are creatures of habit, but they are also opportunists. If you give them an easier or more appealing path, they will often take it. Start by identifying where they usually step on you. Then create an alternate lane that runs close to that spot but feels better under their paws. A fleece runner along the edge of the bed can be inviting. A soft warming pad placed at the foot of the bed can tempt them to detour there instead. Add a tall perch or a window ledge access point so they can reach their goal without using you as the bridge. Place it at the right distance so it becomes the smoothest route. If the path is easier and more comfortable than walking over you, they will choose it naturally. This simple bed map is often enough to break the routine in a matter of nights. And because you are not punishing or scaring them, the trust between you remains completely intact. 7. The 2-minute night script. What if the way you handle your cat in the first 2 minutes after they walk on you could either break the habit or make it permanent? Those 2 minutes matter more than the rest of the night. The first rule is to keep your reaction calm and consistent. One quiet line repeated every time tells them you are aware of their presence but not offering a reward. It could be as simple as "bedtime now," spoken softly. The second step is to avoid giving them what they want in that moment. No food, no play, no prolonged stroking. Even gentle attention can register as encouragement. Guide them gently toward the alternate path you created in your bed map. A hand movement or a shift in space can nudge them to the fleece runner or pad. Then stay silent and still. Cats are sharp observers of patterns. If every night ends the same way, they will stop expecting something new. Pair this script with the earlier adjustments, and the nightly walk stops being a disruption and becomes a quiet moment of reassurance that keeps your bond strong. 8. The emotional bond underneath the walk. Why does your cat choose you and not the empty space beside you? Not the furniture, not the floor. Because beneath the patrols, the warmth-seeking, and the routes, there is one final truth. Walking on you is a sign that you are the safest, most familiar object in their world. They are weaving you into their nightly rhythm in the same way they weave the bed, the door, and the window. This does not mean you should tolerate every disruption to your sleep. It does mean you can see the behavior for what it is. Evidence of trust. A cat will not walk across someone it fears. They choose you because they know you are theirs.